Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly, what am I going to be today? Game master. So I hate when I don't prep these things. Today we're carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing the Witcher RPG, but today we are doing a special, I guess it's kind of a holiday one-shot using Pathfinder 2nd Edition to tell a war story in this session. The reason we're doing this is because Robert will be starting to run, who plays Gravek, Dr. Gravek normally, will be starting to run Pathfinder 2 early next year. So we decided to take the opportunity to tell a little story about Dr. Gravek, something he's telling us all from his sickbed, his most recent brush with death, having taken a crossbow bolt to the dome, or a shadowy creature's claw to the dome, or a bandit's sword to the dome. It's a running theme with Dr. Gravek. So you can think of this session as the product of repeated head trauma. This is the Witcher equivalent of CTE-induced session. We are playing, to give context for those who are not familiar with Pathfinder 2nd Edition, it's a favorite game, one of our favorite games on the channel, and the characters are playing third-level characters who have also taken advantage of the free archetype optional rules from the Game Mastery Guide. But let me introduce you to the stalwart players from today who are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition versions of their Witcher characters. First up is the man himself, Robert. Who are you playing today?
Hi, I'm Robert. I'm playing Gravek Astram, and I'm still getting used to the fact that I have a character that he's basically playing a dwarf fighter medic, and normally he's a doctor, but this time apparently he could actually take a few hits before
yes.
passing the mortal coil.
I knew as well that you were the character you had rolled up for the Pathfinder 2nd Edition thing was a dwarf fighter, so I was like, all right, this is low-hanging fruit, and far be it from me to leave an easy joke untold. Next up is James.
So I'm James. I'm playing Selena again, the now you see her, now you don't 13-year-old rogue thief type. Nice.
And last, but certainly not least, coming to us with a little under the weather is Sean.
Hey, I'm playing Werzium, the Witcher from the Viper School.
Nice. Now, guys, one thing we're going to do that's a little different today is rather than our traditional every hour you get a hero point, every half hour you will get a hero point. So feel free to spend those with aplomb. So, guys, our story would be thought of as framed from when Gravek is telling one of the, I believe he spent some time in the infirmary at the that tower that you guys were most recently at, where the it was the what was it, the Tower of the Knights of the Forefather, and it was in that tower where Dr. Gravek told a story going back to, let's see here, what was the name of the town? This is from your time in, oh, come on, load. Pont Vanis, when you guys were still in Kovir. You may recall that's where Dr. Gravek set up shop for a brief time. And our scene opens with our stalwart heroes making their way, whoops, I zoomed way in there. Making their way through the darkened streets of Pont Vanis, and on their way to a stable. And as you guys arrive there, what you see waiting outside are a bunch of the town guards, the militia or the watch that are in there. And these are intermixed among them are also royal guards of the Duke, who is in charge of Pont Vanis. And as you three approach, the guards sort of put their hands up, the militia, and then one of the guards wearing the Duke's colors recognizes, wait. And he walks up and says, Are you the Witcher?
Yes.
This way. And he brings, they part and they bring you guys in to the stable. Now, the reason you've come here is, Werzium, you've been trying to keep your head down. Selena, you've been up to no good, picking fights with local street kids. And Dr. Gravek, you've been running your clinic for the last little while, but Wurzim, you've been specifically asked for by name. It seems you have been referred by one of those sorceresses that you helped at that when you guys were dealing with that ice problem. And as you come in, one of the members of the Duke's guard, who seems to be wearing something fancier, so he's probably a petty nobleman, turns and he does a look up and down, and he has a look on his, when he sees you, Wurzim, he has a look that appears as if he bit into something that doesn't agree with him. And he says, "And you're... This is Wurzim."
Yes.
"You come highly recommended. We have an issue, a problem. We hope that you will give context to and deal with, if necessary." And he brings you over, and you can see there is, in one of the stables, not near, in one of the, is that what you call it? Stalls in the stable. What you can see is there is like a leather tarp that's been thrown over something, but it's clear from the red-soaked stains that have come through on it that it is a body of some kind. It looks, it's not a horse or, a pony or something like that. It's far too small to be that. It does appear to be a human-sized. And he walks you over to this. Selena and Dr. Gravek, you carry over as well. He casts back the tarp. There's a stink of coppery tang of blood in here, mixed with the offal of the stable, a poorly maintained stable at that. And the only light you've got is a couple of flickering lanterns that are hung from pegs in this one stall. What you see is a man's headless corpse that has a bunch of shoe marks taken out from, or it looks like bites or wounds all across the body at different parts, across the chest, on the legs, all the meatier bits. There are chunks taken out. And he gestures. "This is but one of at least 10 we've found. What do you make of this? Is there a beast that could cause this?"
I will walk over and grab a lantern.
Okay. So you grab a lantern and head over. What you can do, so let's treat this as a skill check. So, Wurzim, I'm assuming you're going to want to make use of your monster lore or your Witcher lore?
Yep. I think I just put it in there.
Okay. Your Monster Hunter. Let's see here. +1. Oh, brilliant. Yeah. So that's actually...
Does that work?
So this is a little different. You're absolutely right. What you can do is you can make use of this to recall knowledge, try and understand what this is. What that does is you can make a recall knowledge when you're hunting prey, like when you're actually fighting something, and that'll grant your allies a bonus to hit against it. But Dr. Gravek, what you could do, because there are some, there's some physical damage to this as well. You could give us a medicine check, and it's to aid another is a DC 20. If you succeed, you get +1. If you critically succeed, it's +2. If you fail, there's no modifier. If you critically fail, it's -1 to his roll.
Okay.
So let's see where your medical expertise comes in.
Okay, great. I'm going to go to, there we go, medicine. And you click on the blue square for this, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, so close.
Just fail.
Now, you could spend a hero point and re-roll. If you'd like, you're getting a new hero point in 3 minutes.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
All right. He's like, I think I got it.
You're quite good at this. That was a turn. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so as you're making your way over, Wurzim, what Dr. Gravek points at is, he says, you can see it's not a severing of the head. it looks like the flesh and tendons have been pulled apart somehow. Almost as if something either pulled the head off or, or perhaps something pushed itself. It's not simply a matter of someone decapitating this. So you point that out, so that means you'll get a +1. And actually, Worzium, if you want to be able to, I didn't do this. If you go to the HEV, guys, if you go to your, the options tab, the top left, there's one that ticks for bonus to roll. If you tick that, it will prompt you for bonuses to your roll. So you can actually add in modifiers.
Where's the options? Options. Okay, sorry, got it.
Okay,
yep,
all right.
Got it.
Yep, and then go ahead and roll. And remember, don't put the plus, just put the put 1. Oh, and actually, before that, Selena, do you have anything you think you might be able to add to this to assist with? Oh, James?
I'm sorry?
Oh, sorry. Do you think there's anything that you would add to this?
Weird creatures isn't really
Your thing?
Selena's thing. She tolerates them because she's following along with Uncle Worzium, but...
Okay. So, Worzium, it is all yours. You get +1 to your roll. Oh, and your green bar...
He's a little bit of a...
Green bar tracks your hero points. Ooh. Worzium, do you want to... Oh, actually, is that including the +1?
Okay,
so that is actually... That's quite good. So, Worzium, there is... I have some bad news for the folks of Pont Vanis. There is a creature called a scaveling. And what a scaveling is, the broader species is a kind of vampire, but this particular kind of creature, it's kind of like almost like a colony type creature. It itself is quite large and quite hideous and whatnot, but the way that it reproduces and spreads its infection and increases brood is by biting and infecting other creatures. And then what will happen is it goes through 3 stages of growth. The first stage of growth involves the head of the creature pushing itself off of the body and using its, kind of like a pangolin, using its innards to form the rudiments of its body and wings. So it effectively looks like a flying head. It then shortly afterwards manifests as a spindly kind of bat-like creature until finally metamorphosizing into its final stage, a brood mother type thing that looks like a enormous rotting fat bat of some kind that's about the size of a Clydesdale. So if this is, and what you can see from the markings around on the body, those are signs of feeding of creatures in that first stage. So there's, from the number of bites on here, there's at least 5 or 6 of these creatures in the first stage. It's doesn't, and whatever, whoever this person was, their brain and head and whatnot is going through the same metamorphosis.
And the creatures making the bites are the originally infecting creature?
They are the infected ones. Yeah, they need to feed on soft tissue and blood in order to grow. What the noble had said is there's over at least 10 of these bodies, and if there's 10 bodies they're aware of, that might mean there's easily double or triple the number that they're not aware of, that got lost in the sewers or something like that. If that's the case, and these things move through their life cycle, this could spread like a virus quite easily.
And I wouldn't expect anything to happen further with the body. It's going to be the head, right?
It's the head. If the head is gone, it's starting its path along to become a scaveling.
There's no threat from the body at this point.
Not at all. No. And no infection with the body either.
So when Selena hears this, she has a little rummage through the pockets of the corpse.
Okay. You get a few coins out of that.
Head shake.
Everywhere. Got to start somewhere.
The noble looks and says, "Does that help?"
And then
it's a way of divination.
And Rosie says, "Don't let anyone touch the," and then looks at Selena. And
I made very careful not to touch the body.
Selena, why don't you give us a deception check just for fun?
Not a good thing of hers.
Can I hero point that?
No.
No. Okay. So it's a less than convincing explanation. Also, everyone gets a hero point. Oh, and Robert, remember when you spend hero points, your green bar is your hero points.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay. You're getting one back, so you're back to one once again.
Okay.
That'll track to your character sheet as well. Like it's linked.
Okay.
And the blue bar is your shield. It's your shield's health.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
The red bar is your hit points.
Remember I haven't played anything other than 2 games.
Okay. So then, guys, what? So the noble then says, "Well, then, do you know what caused this?"
Yes, you have a pretty obvious infestation of scaveling here. That is probably getting ready to explode in number. The person is infected, and then the head actually pushes itself off of the body, ripping itself from the rest.
There's like 3 guards who all go.
And then others of this kind feed temporarily on the body in this phase. That's the bite marks. So as you can see, there's a small swarm of them so far, probably larger, much larger than what this would indicate. And then it becomes sort of a bat-like creature as the innards are transformed out of the head, and it drops down out of the neck a bit with wings. Quite attractive, I assure you. And then in the third phase, it explodes into the size of a large horse and continues to infect others.
That's most troubling. This is something you can hunt, though, right?
Yes. There's quite a few of them, I'm afraid, at this point. So it will not be easy. Maybe as many as 3 dozen at this point is a rough estimate.
And they will continue to multiply, or will they leave?
They will continue relentlessly.
Then you must hunt this thing. You must find this thing and burn it out.
Yes. I will. Is there anything, Kevin, I can give them to help me look? Any indications?
Yeah, so why don't we do this? We're going to take advantage of one of the subsystems in the Game Mastery Guide. So, Robert, what this is it takes advantage of the different, unlike a lot of other versions of D&D, there are 4 different potential outcomes from any task resolution roll in Pathfinder 2. You can get a regular success, you can get a regular failure, and then if you either roll a nat 1 or you roll 10 less than the target number, in some cases you can get a critical failure. Critical failures don't happen in combat unless you're using optional rules for fumble. And then there's critical successes, and critical successes are either a nat 20 or 10 over the target number. It's an important part of the math of Pathfinder 2 because when you're using parity in levels for everything in the game, it allows monsters that are above the level of the party to more often crit, so they're much scarier to fight. But you can use those same stats as the players get up, and they become less of a terrifying challenge. And then as they exceed them, they become like minions. So the game, just by virtue of how the math works, allows you to have the full range of different options without indulging in separate rules for everything. And what the
Great.
Subsystems is you roll where you're basically, it's like a skill challenge from 4th edition, but by having the different potential outcomes, you're not just getting one step towards success. A critical success will give you 2 steps towards the success, and a critical failure will put you back by 1. For this, because we're trying to get everything done in 1, I think what we'll do is we will say that it's going to be a target number of 4. You need 4 tokens, basically 4 successes, in order to figure out where the path is for this. So, Wurzim, you said you were going to. How do you think you would? You have the entire watch at your disposal here. How do you think you would want to try and take advantage of them? You could use Witcher lore to try and organize where the searches are going to be best. You could be using whatever skill you really want, whatever you think is going to make the most sense to frame this montage of searching for the critters.
Let's see. My original thought was to point them where these things might hang out in between strikes.
So what you know is that at least the scaveling parent, it is it's a necrophage. It's not quite a necrophage, but it's a vampire. It requires being around a wet area. So it's not an aquatic creature, but because of its flaking flesh and whatnot, it kind of needs to be in a wet, damp area, which is most likely either the city's water cisterns, if they exist, or the sewers.
So, and what did this man give me his name?
Let's see, it's we'll say it's Duke Peter.
Okay.
There we go.
Duke, have your men travel in packs of some numbers. Check wet spaces. This thing needs to reside in areas with moisture. So sewers, areas near the water, if that exists, standing water here, they're more likely to find them perched in those areas to alert us.
So this is going to be a DC 15. Why don't you give us a Witcher lore check? Let's see how you do with this.
Okay.
This is giving specific. Yep, there you go. So you got 1 success towards the finding them. Selena and Dr. Gravek, what are you guys thinking of doing to contribute to the hunt for these things? The scaveling spawn. And this allows you to be pretty, Robert, just to give context. I always interpret these to be as broad as I can. I can adjust the difficulty of it up and down. The difficulty for this I've set as equal to a average level 1 thing. Often I set unless it's something that is genuinely difficult, I tend to set the difficulties at lower levels to suggest that, to make it easier for people to succeed on these things. We want to get to the end of these tasks. We don't want to flounder on characters just failing. So one of these, each of you has a lore at the bottom of your skill lists. Those are sometimes easy to scroll into that. Other things are like society can be used to, or diplomacy can be used to ask around, and sometimes you've got skills that can substitute for that. I think, Selena, you've got underworld lore, don't you?
Yeah, because I think she'll have met up with, encountered some of the local lowlife, so she'll head off and ask around, where are the waterlogged, discreet places.
You also these things would fly, so they would seem as if fat bats making their way around. I mean, whatever you think a flying head with wings would look like. So, Selena, why don't you give us an underworld lore check, please? Let's see how you do with that.
I'll try that one again. Yeah.
Just think you're better. There you go. All right, you got 2 successes towards the 4 you need. Dr. Gravek, what are you thinking? And so what you hear, Selena, is there's a slum part of Pont Vanis. It's part of the older areas. You may recall that the nation itself got quite rich quite quickly because of money coming in from mining. This is sort of like the leftovers. It's the old city, and it's in there is where the original sewers and cisterns were built. And unsurprisingly, there's been stories like people are keeping either keeping in parties or keeping indoors and locking windows at night because they say that there's these things fluttering around in this neighborhood.
So, remind me again. So when they infect a human, I didn't quite get this from what the explanation was towards him. Is it a fairly rapid transition, and does the victim know that they've been infected?
Yeah, it's a pretty rapid progression of it.
Okay, so it's not like this thing comes in the middle of the night, affects them, and then
Yeah.
All right, so my thought had been like looking at the next to the guards that were doing this, but because he has warfare lore, which probably is not of much help. Unless he wants to trade war stories with.
Well, no, I mean, it's not just the history. That warfare lore, I would think, would also cover things like tactics. So if you can think of ways to effectively deploy like a search grid or something like that, building on what Selena has done.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so maybe Selena comes back, tells about, that they seem to be in that neighborhood at night, and that there's not a lot of people out. He thinks, well, then we aren't going to be impeded by people in our expedition or our operation. And so suggests that we go there to do some sort of a search grid where we each take part. And
why don't you give us a warfare lore check, please?
Sure. No bonus.
Nice. 21. All right, so one more success. There you go. So you only need one more in order to succeed in this. So, what are you guys thinking?
There was another angle that we could possibly pursue, and that is whether the creatures have a preference on the humans they attack. I don't know if maybe they don't have one, but if they do, whether, like fatter or bigger or something like that.
I mean,
older.
Yeah, I mean, I think that could be another application of Witcher lore, if you like. Yeah, not to just keep going to the same thing, but I think that's a different question to be asking.
Yeah.
Oof, you want a hero point then?
Will spend a hero point.
Yeah, that was a 2-year-old, so.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay. Does someone wish to aid with that, maybe? Because as long as you get a +1, you got a success on it.
Selena, get over here. Stop pilfering them. Stop stealing from the horses.
Yeah.
So if...
I think Gravek, if it's a medical type thing, like if it's more, maybe he would notice it more than Werzium.
Yeah, give us a medical or medicine check.
Yeah.
It'll be a DC 20 you're rolling against, so it is going to be a challenging one, but...
Yep.
Let's see here.
Hold on a sec. Let me
Come on.
Hold on just 1 second.
And normally you can't aid afterwards, but let's have some fun.
Yep. All right, sure. Or maybe I can do... Maybe I can use my hero point to allow this.
You can't really use rules as written. You can't use hero points that way. That's fine. I'd still let you try and use medicine that way as well. And there's because if Werzium rolled a failure, now you could use a hero point to re-roll that. But Werzium's failure, it wasn't a critical failure, so it doesn't have any impact on your progress. It didn't lead you down any red, And there you go.
That's what the hero point.
So here's what you notice: the people, medically speaking, it is people who are in generally poor health, but it's more due to circumstances. It's the poor that this is preying off of, people who will not be missed. So you know precisely the place you're going. So one way where Pathfinder 2 also differs from other versions of D&D, or Pathfinder, Robert, is that it has 3 distinct phases of play. There is the downtime mode, there's the encounter mode, and there is the exploration mode. Exploration mode allows you to be very flexible for how long things are taking. We're in exploration mode right now because things are taking a round or a minute or whatever.
Yep.
You guys have been looking around through this shittier part of town, and you guys have really managed to narrow down a place where people go missing all the time anyway. And in fact, those things may be... it may lead you to... or it may very well be that this thing is breeding there. It also happens that this area is right near where the sewers are, where the entrance is. So rather than have us, because what rules is written, you can pick up different actions you take while you're in exploration mode. But what I think I'll do is just ask each of you to give us a perception check. Perception is a separate skill in this, but it's also commonly used for initiative in PF2. You're going to roll the skill perception, not the initiative. So each of you give us a perception check, please.
Yep.
Nice, Werzium.
There, where is it? There. Sorry, where was this?
Bottom right.
Yeah. Got it.
I must say, Selena, when Dr. Gravek says this about who is the normal victim, I think she'll point out. But the good news, Doctor, is that given what they do with their body, I suspect they want good heads. So anyone with many head injuries is probably safe.
All right. So what you guys can picture, you're making your way through this. What do you call through this? Let me just get you guys in here first. There we go. Who is carrying that lantern? Werzium, I think you usually want 2 hands.
Yeah, I grabbed it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's true. I mean, I grabbed it initially to go on my haunches and look at it, but I'll hand it off. I mean, if we're doing any hunting, I will definitely hand it off.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'd prefer to be far away from a lantern on the whole.
Okay. Well, Dr. Gravek does use a shield. He's a sword and board kind of, or action board kind of dwarf.
Yeah.
So
I suppose it would be me then.
Well, let's do this. Why don't we, if Dr. Gravek doesn't mind, why don't we have, he is a shorter guy. Let's maybe there's a pole coming out of his backpack and you just hang it on there.
Yeah. Sure.
Kind of going along.
And somebody's going to cut that pole to drop on his head.
Exactly. Alchemist fire right on the head.
Yeah.
So let's do this here. Bright 20, low light 20. All right. So there we go. All right, so guys, this is...
It'll happen when he pulls his axe off. It'll go, oops.
Yeah.
He's got his axe over his back, too.
Okay, so this is where you guys are coming down, right over here. You can picture you're making your way through this darkened alleyway. Dr. Gravek has got his, the lantern flowing over him. Werzium, you're at the front. What you guys can hear, Werzium and Dr. Gravek, is up ahead... A little up in this alleyway, there is the sound you can hear of, agitated gnawing. On either side, two-story, very old buildings, windows all, boarded up, not boarded up, but shuttered and whatnot. No lights on anywhere, but you can hear this up ahead. So what this means is that if you choose to approach, there's no contested rolls in Pathfinder 2. It's always, if there's a target number you're rolling in, it's 10 plus whatever the opponent's modifier is, whether it's a save or, there's saving throws in it, but but even saving throws are not contested. There's a flat number that you're always rolling against, whether you're resisting something or you're trying to achieve something. So in this case, if you guys chose to try and sneak up on whatever the hell is up there, it would be a stealth check against their perception, if you wish to come upon it with them unawares.
I think I would be
Wish to make yourself useful.
normally one to dash ahead
Okay.
in the shadows.
Okay. So why don't you give us a stealth check there, Selena? Holy shit! Yeah, critical success. So you can actually now. Do you picture yourself trying to clamber over the roof, or are you just kind of running to the end of the alleyway and looking down?
I would. Yeah, why not? I'll go up on the roof and I'm going to see if I can.
So I'm just going to move you over. I'm going to very briefly grant you some dark vision because there is a little bit of moonlight that is out that will allow you to see this. And I'm not positioning where you are, but just so you can see.
Mm-hmm.
What you see there are 4 kind of like twitching heads with odd fibrous wings out the side of the viscera that hangs out from underneath, and they are chewing on a body, and its head is beginning to twitch as if it's trying to pull itself. You know, John Carpenter's The Thing. It's that sort of like trying to pull itself free.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you give us a will save, Selena? Let's just see how your metal holds.
Will save.
Easy. You've seen worse. You've seen worse in a morning after drinking all night.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
So having seen that, you're 29 on stealth. You're easily able to get back to your allies without anything.
Yep, so in fact, I won't come down from the roof. I'll just, if they can see me, I'll just be like...
Okay. So then,
and
guys...
Then I head back to above them, I think.
Okay, why don't we do this? So, assuming that you're not going to try and reveal yourself, another way is that PF2 differs from a lot of other games. You use skills to make initiative checks. So, in this case, if you click on your token, I'm assuming you guys are sneaking up on these things. Do I have that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you could click on your token and then click under initiative, it's defaulted to perception, but you can drag it down to a different skill. Click on your token, then select stealth as your initiative skill, and then go ahead and roll initiative, please.
All right, just trying to find my token. Where's it gone?
Oh, sorry, I moved it right over here.
Okay, all right.
Think I did that right or no? Wait.
So same
Oh,
place.
there we go. Got it.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
okay.
Yep.
Okay. It looked like you could actually drag it. I was trying to drag when you click on initiative. Anyway. I did something that didn't work. But
Now, I've got something here. What? Oh, yeah.
oops. Well, nobody ever said that dwarves were stealthy.
No, wait, I've got a feat
you didn't click on your
this.
token though, Robert.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I can add it. It gives you an opportunity to roll again. So go ahead. Click on your token, then click on initiative.
Yep. Yeah, every game except the very first one I played. So it does it this way. Okay. All right. Come on. The computer's slow. I really gotta get a new one.
No problem. You only have to roll initiative once in this game. At the start of the thing, and then we keep it and cycle through.
Okay. Yep. Got it. All right, try that again.
Even worse. All right. Okay, so then, and let me roll for our there's things here. Let's see here. Okay. I got an 11 for these critters, so.
Oh, good.
You guys are before almost everybody. And they're unaware of you at present. So, then, first up is Worsium. Worsium, what are you doing?
Is it possible I had my swords out?
I think it's definitely the knowing what you guys were facing. I don't think you'd be waiting for. You can feel free to assume that you got either, like, you could have your shield out, you could have your weapons out, whatever you feel is ready for combat. So
I will pick one. I will pick one, and
so you can't see anything yet.
okay.
Right. So remember, you have 3 actions, and Wurzim, your speed is pretty. I think you got like a 35. Each square is 5 feet, so I think that allows you to move 7. Is it 30 or 35? Let's see here. Your speed 30 feet. Okay, so you can move 6 squares per stride action.
Okay. I'll just move my token then slowly.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, allow me to give you some dark vision here as well too, to see, because there is. Oh, there you go. There is some moonlight. There you go. Nice. Go ahead and move yourself. Okay.
Check the corners.
Corners. Check those corners.
Yep.
I really got to run Aliens at some point next year.
Yeah. Do I see anything useful?
I was going to say, this is waiting for Pathfinder.
What do you see? What's down there?
There we go. Yes. Got it, sir.
And they're all there on that body that's snarfling away on it.
That is 6. Let's see here.
Okay. So, other options you could do. You could hunt prey. That takes you 1 more action. You could try and move in. I don't know how that's within. You can't quite. You have to spend all your actions getting over there. But I believe you have some signs, and it depends on the range on your signs. You may be able to invoke some of those. Those will be under your spells, your cantrips. Although I think they may have a shorter range as well. They normally, most spells cost 2 actions to cast.
We just did this, but what is that? Okay, 65. Yeah, that one's not going to reach. Ooh, that's barely.
You could also try and stealth up, kind of sneak up on them if you like.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying if I could do anything fancy. If I don't do anything fancy, then I will use 1 more probably to get closer and 1 to mark my prey.
Sure.
And that will probably what I'm just making a quick check on something fancier. Well, no, that's going to be these are 2 actions. Nope, that's not. And then there's always the shield. I think. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to move up.
Okay.
And here we go. Let's see.
So you move another 6 if you'd like.
Yeah, I remember the key. That's been a while. That when you want to measure without moving, and then it moves your token after the fact. You know that one?
Yeah. I don't know.
I've forgotten.
Yeah, there is a. I can't remember what the key is. I actually had to look that up for BattleTech.
Wait, I think it's Q.
I think you're right.
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm actually going to. So that's 2, right? That's 2.
That's only 2 actions so far. Yeah.
I'm going to hit. And then so if I. And at this point is my mark my prey and shield. Would those both alert them to my presence?
Yes, because it has a somatic component to it. Well,
Yep.
What is going on here?
The mark my prey too. The feet would too.
Yes. What is going on? Your token has just gone bonkers on my screen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here. I've got a measuring thing. Let me hit reconnect on my side. Maybe that's. Actually, let me just do this. This will be
It's
easier.
probably part of that feature I was using, but it didn't do you any favors.
Yeah, it just because they've pushed through new changes for dynamic lighting and for tokens in the past 3-4 months. It just means that some things we've seen odd hiccups Like at Wednesday session, I couldn't see the one of the screens. I couldn't see the bars on the tokens. I had to go back and forth between pages in order to get it to display properly. Okay, so you got your shield up.
Yeah, I'll put the shield up. Yep.
Okay, now Selena, I'm assuming you're not. I'm just going to put you here because of the way I've set up the dynamic lighting. If you feel you'd be closer to them, you can feel free to move yourself over.
Yeah, because I'm up on the roof, right?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
So I would be trying to get right above them, and because I have got a nice range of feats.
Yeah.
I would be looking. I have surprise attack. So on the first round of combat, if I roll deception or stealth for initiative, creatures that haven't acted are flat-footed.
Yes, which is sneak attack time.
I have sneak attack, which means if they're flat-footed, I do an extra d6 of damage.
Okay.
If it's a thrown weapon, it needs to be agile or finesse, which by happy chance
your daggers are.
By throwing weapons are.
I have good news for you too. I think you will find that your daggers are a little more effective in this game than they are in Witcher.
I have to say they've killed a few surprised creatures. In,
you stabbed that werewolf right in the eye. So
anyway, so I'm going to try and throw two of them.
Sure. So go ahead and make your first attack.
All right. Come along now. Is there a distance modifier or anything?
No. This will all be within the same first range band for your throwing. Throwing knives actually have a better range band than what daggers do. Okay, so that is, and at flat-footed, that's actually a critical hit. So you don't even need to roll for your things. Worrisome, as you're sneaking up, you create your spell. All 6 of them kind of like look over at you, and then schwack, this knife hits one right in the head. And so that's your first attack. Second attack, and second attacks. The default rules are, Robert. Second attack is -5 to hit. Third attack is -10. Any subsequent attack is -10. Agile, though, allows you to take -4 instead of -5 for the second attack, and -8 instead of -10 for this third attack or subsequent attacks. So, Celia, go ahead with your second attack.
Now, I've pressed number 2, so I'm not sure if it's going to do the -4 correctly. But anyway,
it should be. Yeah, if you did that, it'll include the math properly because it's got it marked as agile. That's also a hit. Okay, so you actually hit the wrong one. That you want the ones along the top row.
Oh yes.
That roll both attack and damage.
Okay, so I can roll the damage now.
Yes,
I guess,
please.
Instead.
Yeah. Here we go. Come on. So that's 3. It's not crit. Go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage. You haven't applied that yet this round. And you should be able to click on your sneak attack ability. I think I've got it set to roll on the bottom right there, on the under the list of actions. 1. So it lands in one of the. That's minus. There we go. It sinks into one of the eyes and like out the side, so it doesn't quite get the brain of this thing, but it kind of looks up at you. You have one more action. What would you like to do?
I'll start. I'll pull out my other daggers.
Okay. Yep. All right. Then it is severed head time. So that injured one is going to come flapping up at you as its first action, Selena, and then it's going to try and bite you. What's your AC?
My AC is 20, but I also have...
Oh, your reaction, your dodge thing.
My reaction.
Yeah. So I'll let you know whether you've got that. Robert, every character at the start of the turn gets 3 actions and a reaction. And then that's always at the start of the turn is when all of those refresh. I got 20. Okay, I rolled a 24 to hit for this first one.
Oh, so he hits anyway.
Yeah, and actually, remember, nimble dodge is a reaction. You only need to trigger it. So you still have that on a subsequent attack if you choose. So that's a hit, and you take... That's minimal. This thing chomps on you. You take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
It's not enough to trigger its the infection thing. So Selene, you get to keep your head for now. And then its second attack is at -4, 17. So I don't hit you. You're able to keep it at bay for the second one. Worzium, would you mind clicking on your spell cantrip, please, or your shield cantrip? So this one flaps over. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 5. All right, so what I wanted to see is you got your shield up. You got +1 to your AC right now. And you can interpose it for a hardness 5 reaction. So you can trigger and reduce damage by 5 if you're hit. What's your AC currently? Oh, you might be muted, Sean.
20.
Sorry. 20, okay. So 20 and then +1, so 21. 5. Okay, so I'm going to have one more attack on you. All right, so 21. 20 is without the shield modifier, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I get one attack against you from this first one. So 21, I have 15 to hit. First one misses. He gets a second attack at +2. That misses as well. Another one comes in, misses. Third one comes in. Ooh, that might hit. 17 plus 6, 23. So I do hit. Do you want to interpose the shield?
I do.
Okay. I only roll 2 points of damage, so it doesn't even get through your defensive shield. And that final one, 17 is not good enough. Oh, well, no, that's actually 21, which is just enough to hit you. You've used your reaction, so this one will get through. You take 2 points of damage, Warzium.
Okay.
Okay, then Dr. Gravek.
Does the shield go down at that point?
No, it just means that because the shield only goes down when the hardness is exceeded.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because it says after you use shield block, the spell ends.
Oh, then it does. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it ends
Yep.
at the thing, and then I think you can't use it again for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then, Dr. Gravek, you have 3 actions. What do you want to do? And I think your movement is a 20.
It is a 20. Quick question. I was looking at the actions. So wants to do now that he's heard sounds beginning there, he actually because he doesn't know how far away they are, he wants to pull the alchemist's fire.
Yeah.
Ready to throw. Is that one action or?
Yeah, it's one action to I think it's to interact with object is the action.
Interact. Okay, sure. So he grabs that.
Okay.
And then he's going to move.
Okay, so you can move.
Every diagonal counts.
As
every
one.
2 diagonals count as
No.
one.
We don't play that rule anymore.
Every one diagonal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every is just
got it.
one. It's just if everyone does it, it all comes out in the wash.
Okay,
so
great.
one action to move, and you can move 4 squares as a stride.
Yep. That's what he's doing. And this
4.
quickly slow. It's just popping on my screen saying that that's 4. Okay.
There you go. Okay. And then one more stride will probably get you around the corner.
Yeah. And which direction does he hear it from? From the left or the
To your
right?
left.
Okay. 1, 2. Oh, yeah. 3. And 4.
Okay. So
right.
then we're back to top of the round. Warzium, what are you doing?
I am chopping.
Okay. So you've already marked your hunted your prey, so you get So if you're using your,
You know what? I don't know if I did because I moved 2 of my points were for movement and my third was for shield.
oh, so you don't have a hunted. Yeah. Okay.
So first one I use it to mark.
Okay. So one of them
And
is
then
marked. I'll
slicing
use the
and
one I'm
dicing.
using as my initiative tracker.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack with the swords.
Okay, so if you're using Twin Feint, you can choose which
Yes.
one is your first attack. Second attack will be minus. Second attack, add the modifier of +2 to hit to offset some of the penalties from the second attack. So first attack is just rolled normally.
Okay. Let's see here.
Do I click the two? I click that two-handed.
No, whichever. Which one do you want to use as your primary? The Bastard Sword does more damage.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, so actually click the top one because that one will roll, and it's not two-handed; it's one-handed.
Okay.
Okay, so the top one will roll both attack and damage. Look at that, though! Holy smokes!
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
so yeah, the first hit Schwack! Just slaughters the first one. Splits it like a ripe melon, and then go ahead and make your second. And the second one, it'll be your longsword attack number 2, but remember to add 2 as a modifier to your attack, +2.
Okay.
Not as good.
You want to hear it? Well, first off, you guys all would have gotten a hero point at 9 o'clock. You want to spend a hero point to reroll?
Yeah, I will do so.
So remember, +2 on this one.
Okay.
There you go. Schwack. And another one. All right, so that is 2 actions so far. You have 1 more action. If you make a third attack, it's just number 3, and you can use either of your weapons for that. And your multi-attack penalty, I'd still let you apply it to all these little chumps. So you'd still get +2 to hit.
I'll keep chopping.
Okay. So I think Bastard Sword number 3, and then +1. No, +2.
Okay.
3, so 3. There we go. Come on. Oh,
Nope.
Whoa. Okay, that was your 2-handed one as well. Not you want to use the 1-handed one.
I did that.
I just hit number 3. That's all I hit.
Oh, you know what? No. You know what? Ignore me. It's saying 2-handed D2. It's a reminder that you need to roll D12 if you're using it 2-handed. So it's all the same. All right. So then, you are just a whirlwind of death. Selena, what are you doing?
I will try and stab this little critter in front of me.
Please do.
Let's use the right button this time.
Here we go. Big money. Yeah. Holy smokes. So what does it look like as you take this last one down?
Another one. Just lunge forward and stick it right in the eye, and then let it drop off the blade down into the street.
And this is the one you injured before. So I think what you do is you stab it in the eye, you grab your throwing knife, and then it both drops off. So you've retrieved your throwing knife.
Nice.
You have 2 more actions.
Well, in that case, is this thing? I will look at one of the ones fighting Wurzia.
Yeah.
And would it be flat-footed from me being behind it and
Yep.
above?
It's not aware of where you are. I don't think so.
In which case, I'm going to use the throwing knife I've retrieved.
Okay. So it'll be attack number 2 with your throwing knife.
Attack number 2.
You want to hero point that?
We're going to re-roll that bad boy.
Yes. All right. So Wurzium, you see from the roof, this knife comes down and lodges itself in the base of the skull of one of these things, and it's flapping around, trying to get the thing out of its head.
Now, I get my sneak attack as well, do I not?
Oh, yes, you do. Yeah.
Well.
Go ahead and roll sneak attack damage. That might actually take it down.
Let's try and...
Come on, big money.
Come along.
Not a 1.
Back here. Sneak attack, come on.
Go. 2 more, okay? All right. You have 1 more action.
I will drop down from the roof.
Sure.
Now, what height is that?
Give us just give us athletics check at DC 15. If you succeed on that, then you're not going to take any damage.
Because I have my dropping skill as feat as well.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think then... Hold on, click on that dropping thing. You may not even need to make a roll.
Oh, where is it? I'm sorry, let me find
I think it's out of the feats tab.
Feats, capful.
You can drop without issue. Yeah, so...
Oh, yeah, 25 feet shorter. Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh, 10 feet. Yep.
So, yeah, you drop down and land almost like a Catwoman. Eh?
Yeah, because I see she's marked her background as a hounded thief, but I would beg to differ that she is actually a cat burglar.
Yeah. All right, severed head time. Wurzium, 1 is going to come after you. That is an 11 is a miss for the first attack. That is a 20. No, that is an 18, and the second is a miss. And its third desperate attack, nat 20, baby. Okay. So we do double damage on this. And that means you take... Oh, Wurzium. We may get to see your mutant heritage come in here as you resist this. That is 7 points of damage. And would you give us a fortitude save, and you get, I think it's +2 to this roll because of your mutant heritage as a witcher.
Fortitude, and I get what? How much you said?
+2.
Okay.
Easy, yeah. You've had worse, infections from, comfort houses. Then there is the one behind you. Maybe it's going to go for Dr. Gravek. Let's give Robert the pleasure of being... Yeah! So you'll notice that this thing went zipping away from Werzium without any concern. That is because attacks of opportunity are much, much more rare in Pathfinder 2 than they are in 3.5. Fighters have attacks of opportunity, so like Dr. Gravek does. And there are certain monsters that you can kind of guess have attacks of opportunity. They are more often the more militaristic or like boss fight monsters. But it does use up the reaction to do that. So unless there's a special ability, only one reaction that takes up your defensive reaction as well. So this thing uses one action to flap in on you there, Dr. Gravek. What is your AC?
My AC is...
This is a 20, isn't it?
I think so.
Okay. So another thing, this is my favorite, the thing that really, the first thing I loved about Pathfinder 2, shields feel very present in the game because you have to spend an action to ready them, and then it gives you +2 to your AC, and that also often gives you access to the shield reaction like what Werzium did, where you can interpose the shield. And as you go up in levels, you can get more, like shields built of better material. Yours only has a hardness of 5, but on Wednesday's session, Jeff's character had a hardness 10 shield, and that saved his ass because of this hag wanted to tear his head off. But for you, you don't have your shield up, which means no, it's just, sorry, is it an AC 20?
21.
21. Oh, nice. Okay, that's great. All right, so first attack is a 16. That is a miss. And then the second one, I'm at mine at +2, 13. So this thing comes in on you, Dr. Gravek, but you're able to keep it at bay. You're up next. What are you doing? 3 actions.
He probably does not want to use the Alchemist's Fire because he'll take splash damage.
That's some impressive application of your alchemical knowledge.
Yep. And he's... So would an interact be required to stow it again and then another interact to
So
grab
here's what
the...
I'm picturing is that you have... I'm just going to reconnect. I've lost your camera. Robert, let's see if I can get it back here.
Yep. Yeah, I'm having problems with all your cameras,
got
too.
you. I got you back. All right, so here, Rob, what you... I'm assuming that when you retrieved it in your shield hand. So right now, you can't make use of your shield because you've got this Alchemist Fire in there, and if you grip down on it, you're either going to drop it or break it. But I'm assuming you got your axe out, so you can feel free.
Sure. Okay, sure. He's going to... why don't we just do a feat just for fun? Going in here.
Which one? The power attack?
Yeah.
Okay, so power attack is 2 actions, and it will do double damage, basically. So go ahead. All you do is, on the left side, there's a list of your weapons. It's the top one you want to roll, the top button for the first attack. So it'll be like battle axe.
Okay, do I click on power attack first or no?
No, you can click on power attack just to see what it is, if you want to do that.
Oh, okay.
It won't roll an attack for you.
Got it, okay. And then I look for character, and I look at the weapons.
Left, yep, and it's the top one, the top button for battle axe. That will roll both attack and damage. And it's the first attack you want to roll. Go ahead.
And no bonus, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't need to roll second damage here because you've already done enough to kill this thing. In a single sweep, this thing is cleaved down. You have 2 more actions. What would you like to do?
Now he would like to stow the Alchemist's Fire and pull his shield.
Back on your...
Not that it looks like he needs... Oh, wait. I only have 1 more action, right? Because I did the power attack.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you stowed that, and you're getting ready. All right, then. Top round, Werzium, what are you doing?
I'm swinging.
Okay. And is this thing... I'm assuming this thing is marked as your hunter's prey as well. These are such minor targets, I'll let it just carry over.
Do I need to use an action?
Technically, you would need to use an action for these, but because these are such minor opponents that are going down so quickly, I'm fine just having it apply to the group.
Cool.
Okay, so...
All right.
Selena has substantially loosened the lid on this jar, too, so...
Yeah. And I don't, no modifier, right?
No modifier for the first attack. Oh, you want to hero point that?
Because it's wounded, and I have another sword cut coming, so I'm debating, but I'm going to save it.
That's 7.
I'm going to save it.
Save it. Okay, so then go ahead and make your longsword attack at +2. So its second attack at +2. Schwack. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
All right, and the last one is carved down. The last thing you have is, Selena, you can hear the sound of like as the head from that fallen body is trying to pull itself free.
So I'll just walk up and stick my dagger in its eye.
It's watching you as it's going along, like the eyes are tracking you as you stand over. But as soon as that dagger goes in, it stops moving.
I just say, Worzium, you really find us some disgusting things.
So
I retrieve my dagger, throwing knives.
Yeah, so you retrieve everything from it. With these ones down, that makes up at least some of the first stage spawn for this. It also likely means that you are near where its nest is. A little bit of looking around. These things, Worzium, now seeing these in person, you can see how even at this early stage, their flesh is starting to flake away. So if you looked for somewhere where they might be able to jam themselves in or go themselves in, they might leave a fairly obvious trail of how they're getting down into the sewer and something you could follow.
Look here, let's see where they perhaps originated from.
Okay. So then, with you guys looking, a little bit of looking around, what you find is there is a cistern where it looks like the metal has been pushed apart as if by something that left a flaking, disgusting smear behind. And it seems to lead down into the sewers.
Well, I guess predictable that it's deeper. Shall we go?
Okay, now, one thing before we go, Selena has taken a little bit of damage, and Worzium has taken a little bit of damage. What, Dr. Gravek, you can do, now this is something you can only do this once per hour, but you can apply first aid. You can use medicine to roll against a DC 15, and it takes you 10 minutes to do this, and then the target will recover 2d8 hit points. If you choose to roll against a higher target number, a DC 20, they'll recover 2d8 plus 10. And because of your medic ability, it increases it even further. I think it's by 5. The downside is if you fail that, then they have to wait an hour before they can receive more treatment. You also have an ability, a feat called Battle Medicine. As one action, you can make a first aid check. The difficulty with that is Battle Medicine can only be used, I think it's once a day.
Okay. So it's going to be 2d8. 2d8 unless I take the higher difficulty. Okay.
Yeah, Worzium's not down by that much, and Selena's only down by 3.
Yeah.
Worzium's down by 9.
I think he would... And you said it would take another 10 minutes before he could use it again?
So it would take 10 minutes to apply the first aid to Worzium, another 10 minutes to apply it to Selena, but you certainly, there's no ticking clock here.
Yeah, okay. He'll do it one for both.
Okay, so who do you want to roll for first?
Medicine. Worzium. And by the way, so I do have one more hero point that I got at the top of the half hour.
Yep.
So I'm about to get another one.
So remember, your green bar tracks your hero points. So if you've got, if you need to add that on there. Success.
No, I already added it.
Oh, you already added it. Okay, great. So go ahead and give us a 2d8 roll. Let's see how many hit points Worzium gets back from your administrations.
2d8? Sure. I was trying to think how, since this is sort of in Gravek's head, at least, how this is actually going. I'm wondering what actually happened.
Yeah.
He managed to kill something.
Okay, 13 back. So Worzium, you're back up to full?
Nice.
Yep. And then this is for Selena.
Ooh, 22. Beautiful. That's near crit. So crit restores 4d8. So go ahead and roll 2d8.
Okay. But near crit. Okay.
There you go, and you're back up to full as well, Selena.
Thank you.
Ready to head down into the sewers. Now let me just quickly adjust everyone's night vision. I'd hate to rob you of the experience of
Indeed.
dynamic lighting in Roll20. It's really been the season of Dungeon Crawls. It's the second one within as many, like 3 days.
Can I ask a question about the graphics? It's a little blurry to me. Is this kind of a blurry picture?
No,
or
it's just
is this like
the map is just a little blurry.
Okay, got it. Because something had popped up on my screen saying that hardware acceleration was not active and graphics might look worse. So,
okay. Well, then there may be a further difference there, but let me just position you guys. And you guys can put yourself in whatever order you want here. Let me show you. Here we go.
Alina, do you want to go out in front?
Yes, I'll...
And Gravek is going to have a shield back in his hand, so he restows stuff.
Okay.
Okay, that actually looks better.
So this is where you guys are, and you are heading down. This is after you've gone down into the sewers. You are heading in this direction. The path seems to be heading off in there, and once you are down here, what you hear is screeching, almost like bats that echo through here. And what you hear is, I'm just going to see if I can get Robert's camera back, is you hear first some smaller screeching that seems to echo through here, and then you hear a much louder, much louder sound that Werzium, you are fairly confident is the scaveling. So if you follow the sounds, perhaps that might take you where you need to go. Now, you guys also can feel free, if at some point you want to carry along torches, it's a free action to drop something. So if you want to walk along with a torch or with a lantern or whatnot, it would be a free action to drop it and then draw weapons and fight. So if you want someone else to be moving with more light, I can add light to your characters. I mean, Selena, I imagine you want the shadows, but... do you want...
Werzium will be mindful of the 10-minute recharge on the shield.
Which would have passed while you were getting your treatment. So, yeah, you got that back as well?
Very good.
Okay.
I don't know. Given the sounds, do you want to go ahead or do you want to forego that, Selena?
I don't think... yeah, I'll just keep... What I'll try and do is I'll just keep a bit off to the side of you to see if I can pull a fast one. But I think we know what we're looking for, so going ahead won't find much. It sounds like this more of these heads and this mother creature you talked about.
Indeed.
And that's more your thing.
Looking for. So we will proceed apace.
All right. So then, guys, why don't we... Well, first off, why don't we each of you get another hero point, and then why don't we take our mid-session break, and we will come back and see what lovely things you find in your sewers. So back momentarily, folks.
Yep. You take us to such lovely places, Kev.
All right. Oh. I think Robert forgot to mute himself when he left. So I will... Do I risk doing it for him? It's always been a challenge to get him back afterwards. Maybe we'll just suffer through the background noise. Oh, yeah. Thanks to both of you guys.
Sound on.
What's that?
Camera off, sound on. I think that's the wrong way around.
I love when that happens on where discoveries, because we always I've been doing remote discoveries for the last 3 years too, and when like witnesses walk away and they turn off the camera, they forget to turn off their mic, and you can hear them talking about you.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, yeah, say I'm not making a lot of friends over the last couple of years. Thanks to both of you guys too for agreeing to dabble in PF2 to help.
Yeah. A little easier since we're familiar with it, obviously. From
I see you guys got a year's worth of PF2 under your belt too. That's to be honest, I was sort of thinking as well that'd be interesting for you guys to see how some of these other classes perform in it.
Yep.
Like for instance, Wurzim can climb things.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes.
Slander as against
although
Golag.
Although Golag has improved, it just hasn't had a chance to show it yet. He has improved at that.
There's a montage of him at the Paradin climbing gym.
Yep.
Impressive rock music playing as he's going through his training montage. So to give you context for difficulty as well, Robert, what you guys faced were level -1 creatures. So they are 4 levels lower than you guys, which makes them kind of like a fun minion encounter so you guys can feel like badasses. There's still a little bit of threat, use up a little bit of resources, but nothing that's going to probably kill you, just a fun little short encounter.
Yep.
So then, guys, I'd like you to... why don't you move double your movement, and I will tell you when you need to stop moving as you make your way creeping down this thing here. The water in the middle, though, unless you intend on ruining your clothing, this is all water. And I'm going to assume that none of you are testing the depth of it. If you do, that's fine. We'll just add a scented quality to your... appropriate weapons. It's not a risk of necessarily. Oh, so you may want Dr. Gravek. So I guess that's where I'd ask Warzim, do you wish to light a torch for the time being as well?
Maybe just base it on Werzium, because Gravek's going to be behind him the whole way.
Werzium has the...
Since
hold on.
he is,
Let me see here. Bright light. Let me just turn this.
I have low light.
Oh, yes, you should be able to see. Let me do this. I'll increase the brightness. What low light does is it just allows you to see more clearly in low light as opposed to being able to see in dark.
Okay.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see. Do we want a torch? What do you think?
You hear a screech from not far up ahead.
So, Selena, you don't want a torch at all, or?
Well, I normally like to sneak up on things, and with a torch, that's a bit of a giveaway.
But you're not able to. Are you able to see in the darkness?
No, that's my trouble.
And Dwarf, how about you?
They have low light vision in this, or dark vision.
I think so. PF2 dwarves do have dark vision, and I like that it's not restricted by range. So you can just, if you can see in the dark, you can see in the dark. I would like to just so you can experience more of the dynamic lighting. Dr. Gravek doesn't have that, and I don't think they do in the Witcher setting as well. So
technically, since this is the Witcher,
it is
I'll
not.
take the torch then.
Okay, Dr. Gravek's got his firebomb over his head.
Yeah. Yep.
And let me do
I
this.
I don't hate. I don't hate having the torch. I mean, it could draw attacks. It would be the obvious.
Why don't we do this?
Magnet
Everyone's got one.
for
If you
attacks.
choose to drop it, let me know. If you drop it, then we'll roll and see if it goes down into the water or if it stays awake or stays lit. But this way, everyone's got some light as you're making your way down. No one's accidentally moving out into it. The things you're hunting, the scaveling, and at all stages, they have excellent hearing anyway. They navigate like bats, so they're probably going to hear you before they see you anyway.
Okay.
Okay. So what you see here, there are some. There is a gate here, but it is extremely rusted. So what you could do is make an athletics check to either lift the gate to get everyone under, or athletics to try and jam this thing aside. One of the bars. In Gravek's version, he definitely is quite strong. In his, he's giving a very distorted vision of himself.
Yeah, Warzy will go up to the gate and take a good look to see if we're at risk right here. Through the.
You can't quite. I think at Selena, you could make an acrobatics check to try and kind of get yourself through there. Any of you guys could do that. The acrobatics check is the difficulty of that's going to be a little higher than the others.
I'll give that one a go.
Okay, so why don't you go? Let me tell you what the difficulty is going to be. Oh, I got too many DM screens out here, or Game Master screens. All right, so the difficulty for this is going to be an 18 for your acrobatics check.
Let's give that a go.
Okay, easy. So you are on the far side. Warzim, you're looking at this thing and trying to pick it up, and she just steps in front of you and whoop, slips right through it.
I look at the doctor, the dwarf. Yeah, I'll pick it up for us.
Okay, so why don't you give us an athletics check, and difficulty will be 15.
There you go.
So you're able to pick this thing up and get it overhead. Dr. Gravek and Warzium, you can feel free to move past that.
Okay.
Okay, now this is interesting. It's opening up a little bit in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Looks like there are pillars that are supporting a small platform in here.
If you guys can hear me, I'm having some issues with my.
Oh, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep. Let's reconnect here.
All right, do this.
Okay.
Does the buzzing more this direction or more this direction?
Right over in this direction. There's actually, you can hear
Gotcha.
the sound of slushing water
It's soon. Okay.
over here.
And this is a lip of some kind where we could hide behind right here?
Yeah, so like this part here probably goes up about maybe like 2-3 feet, and then this is probably about 5.
Yeah, he's gonna go up there.
Okay.
And 5. Yeah, 5's just enough, and he'll scrunch.
Okay. So you can hear. Why don't you give us a perception check, Warzium? Let's see what you can hear.
Okay.
Robert, how are you doing? Can you still hear us? Hmm. Oh no, Robert's still there. He's still on the call.
It looks like Werzium and Robert have both failed their perception check.
Warzium, do you want to hero point that, or?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. There we go.
That's incredible. You can pick up, there are 2 things squeaking to each other just over here. And you think you can hear the sound of beating wings, like just over the ledge here towards where this sloshing water is.
Okay. And we'll just assume the doctor is with us.
Yeah, I think we can assume when Robert gets his audio issues sorted.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Werzium will attempt to remain undercover using this lip as he'll take a peek around this corner.
Okay.
And if he doesn't see anything,
You don't see any critters, but what else? Let's see
here.
what do you see? So right here is the lip of, there's sloshing water in here, as if there is something sluicing down from higher above. Oh, we lost Robert in the call as well. Let me give him the Zoom link again. Okay.
I'll be sneaking my way around. Tell
Okay.
me when I need to stop.
Yeah,
I'm trying to keep.
Do you want to extinguish your torch?
I guess I'll probably toss it over here
Okay. Let me
so
just-
that it sort of sheds some light still.
Where do you want to torch it? Sorry.
Round about here, just between Werzium and the pillar nearest me.
Okay.
So I'm trying to click on it.
Here, let me do
If
this.
you can imagine that.
I actually have a new feature here, so we can do this.
It's up one and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Isn't that cool? They got a new place
yeah.
light feature.
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So, all right. Then,
And the light down here, Kevin, without the torches is pitch black?
pitch black, yeah.
Okay.
But you got that light on the ground now. Werzium, you could toss yours somewhere as well. This is a dry surface if you want to try and light things up.
Yeah. He's thinking about it. I'm gonna leave my torch. I'm gonna leave my torch where I stand,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna take a step up and peer and see if that helps at all to see what's up. It may not, but just to see, in this direction to see what's going on.
So you're looking, this ceiling in here is probably about 30 or 35 feet up. So it can't quite illuminate enough, but with a perception roll that good, I think what you see is high up in the ceiling, there are 2 sets of twinkling eyes that are looking down at you. And they are much bigger than the first stage of the scavelings that you saw before.
Selena, it's a bad time for a quip because she's over there. But you may hear, why not? I like whisper over your direction. How did you let us commence this without negotiating a price?
I leave that to an orc friend I have in the city. A waistcoat man. He's good at business.
Mm-hmm. I will, I think I'll leave my torch there. It's going to have to come down for me to get to it. I suppose once we declare ourselves, it will help with that, I imagine.
Okay. Robert's just struggling with getting his computer up again.
Right on.
Selena, would you give us a stealth check, please? Just checking here. Okay. Let's see how well you did the sneaking.
Stealth.
Oh, amazing. All right, so seemingly nothing is any the wiser. What I'd like you guys to do, Selena, you can roll stealth for initiative, and Wurzium, I think you're rolling perception here, because you are aware of them, they seem to be aware of you.
Okay.
So let's just each, and let me grab one for my, let's see here. Once Robert gets back on, we will... let's see here. We'll add him into initiative as well. I rolled not well. I got a 16.
No, me neither. Mine sucked.
Okay. All right. So then, Wurzium. So one of the things. There we go. No, Robert. What? He can't hear me anyway. What am I talking about? Yeah, he'll have to sort that out. Okay, Wurzium, you are up first. What are you doing?
I am going to activate my shield.
Okay, so it's one action to get that up.
And so, I mean, now I'm positive it sees us, right?
Yep, and let me tell you another thing about PF2, and I don't know if Robert can't hear me in chat, but you remember you can spend two actions to bank one action as a reaction. So if you wanted to say bank an attack, so if they come in that you attack as when they get into range, you could do that as
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. I'll do that.
Okay.
Yes.
So get yourself ready. Selena, they don't seem to be aware of you, but you can hear them screeching from above.
I'll get my 2 throwing knives ready, but then I'll see if I can... do I get a feeling where on the map? I just want to get within slinging range.
They are... So you're down by about 3 feet because you're near where the actual belly of this thing is. This is a gangplank that walks across the sluice. So... They are somewhere off in this direction. There is a cistern here that is collecting water that then flows off in this direction, joins the rest of the flow, and heads off deeper in.
Okay. I guess I will try and work my way up, and then afterwards I'll try and creep in. I'm trying to... Hopefully they'll be paying attention to the big blundering guy.
Okay. So then that is, yeah, you're still hidden from them. Okay, then it is the second stage critters. So let's see, their fly is a 25, I think. Let's see. Here we go, speed 25, yeah, okay. So they screech and drop down. Oh, how about I get off the fucking measuring tool? 1, 2, 4, 5 for one action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 2. So they screech and one of them lands. Morzim, you can make your ready to attack now.
Okay.
So just attack number 1.
There we go.
Holy smokes. So that's a hit, not a crit. But look at this.
Nice.
As it lands, definitely is going to pay for closing on the Witcher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it appears there are 2, but this one is going to actually
Do
fly.
I get my second sword?
No. No, because your ready to action has to be against that one. Is against a target that's been marked as your hunted prey.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right. If you had done that, and you did, and you know what? I mean, you're a Witcher. It's our first time to this rodeo. It's not his. Do you think that he would have wisely sort of like sized up? He knows precisely what this thing is already.
I mean, I thought of it, and the reason I I didn't do it is I didn't know which one would come at me. But
you know what? Why don't we do this? Let's say you didn't activate your shield, but you did mark your thing, right? That makes sense. So go ahead and make your second attack. That feels an exceptionally Witcher thing to do.
Yeah. Do I put 2? I got a +2?
+2, yeah, because it's your hunted prey. You want to hero point that?
I'm gonna wait.
You're getting another hero point in 4 minutes.
Because I'm leaving 1 for the infection roll. For
good call. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off.
Okay, sounds good. Then it is. Let's see here. So it lands, and those things land. Where's him? You're up next. 3 actions. What are you doing?
Okay.
Selena.
And,
Oh no, where's your, that was your reaction. Sorry.
Let's see. And which one did I mark? I probably the one I hit, of course, right?
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. We'll see here. I'll put a little token on him here. Let's see.
Nice. So now
bullseye.
I will go ahead and nice. I will raise my shield.
So shield does require a free hand, so you wouldn't be able to do the twin attack if you got your shield active.
Let's see.
So is it more important to you to get the +1 and the potential defense, or is it more important to get those attacks off? Are you pulling a Dumer and making 4 attacks in a round?
Right.
Always a winner.
I'll go with this. We'll go with this. I'll have the shield up.
Okay. So then you only got the one hand, so go ahead and make an attack with your bastard sword.
Okay.
So this will be attack number 1. Yeah, solid hit. Not a great damage on that. And then what do you got? One more action.
Yep, I will attack again.
Okay, attack number 2. Come on. And this is going to be with the bastard sword as well. Yes, that's a hit. So you are hacking into this thing. And you can't quite see it, but it's got spreading bat wings out on these spindly, it looks like bones that have sort of formed around. It still is stitching together an actual form, but it's mostly made of flesh, like raw sinew and muscle, and it's flaking away just like the heads were. Selena, you got 3 actions. What are you doing?
Well, I am going to try and off one of these flat-footed critters. So I'm still going to. I can't really see the other one, and anyway, I want to finish off the one with.
Yeah, he's behind the pillar, I think.
Is this close enough to not get a modifier to throw?
I think your range is 20. Not quite. You get minus 1.
So I could move and then still attack twice, I guess. Or, oh no, well, I'll just throw from here. That's the best thing.
Okay, so minus 1 as your modifier. They are flat-footed, though, so they are going to have a lower AC. And a hero point that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, and everyone gets a hero point,
soon
too.
Anyway, so.
I'll give Dr. Gravek a hero point for when Robert gets back. Get off the measuring tool.
Try again. Come on.
Go.
There we go.
I'm going to move Dr. Gravek up a little bit as well, just so he's got the benefit.
Yeah,
that's a solid
hero
hit.
Point.
So 3 point. And go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage.
And sneak. I am fond of this.
Schwuck. Oh my god. Okay.
And I'll try number 2 then.
Go ahead. Come on.
Okay, why didn't that do anything?
Did
Okay,
it
let me
prompt
try
you
that
for a
one again.
modifier?
It did. Let me put in -1. Okay, it doesn't appear to be triggering anything. Let me just try the throwing number 1, and we need to take 4 off it. No, it's not doing anything. Let me try regular dagger.
Is there a prompt that's hidden somewhere on your screen? Because that can often stall things out. Maybe minimize your double click the top of your character sheet to minimize it and see if there's anything. Doesn't seem to me.
Not seeing it.
Okay.
Let me try once more. I've just closed it and reopened it.
Okay.
So let me try again. -1.
Hey, there we go.
Think miss.
You want to hero point that?
Okay, I'll try. Probably a bad move, but let's try it anyway.
Here we go. Come on. See that nat 20.
Sorry, -1.
Come on. No. All right. Then it is the scaveling.
I'll use my last action to draw my other daggers.
Okay, perfect. Then it is the scaveling's turn. So the one engaged with you is going to try and bite you, Wurzium. So you have a 21 AC. I need an 11 to hit you with his first attack. 12, just enough. Do you want to interpose that shield?
I do.
Okay. So it'll be -5 to damage. I only did 7 points of damage, so you only take 2. It shatters. The weight of your shield shatters under the... Oh, here we go. Almost got Dr. Gravek back here. Breaks under the weight of this attack. You take 2 points of damage, but you do not have to make a check. Then it will try and hit you with its wing. This is at -4, so I get a +6. That is a hit as well. You take 8 points of damage. And then this final battering wing. This is at -8. I got a +2. That is a miss. So you're able to keep that one at a distance. Then, Dr. Gravek, you can hear us again?
I can. Can you hear me?
We can. Yes. Click on your token. Robert, you are right here right now. Click on your token and click on using perception for initiative. We'll add you into the initiative order and we'll get to your actions when you do. Sure. You can see what's... Oh, you know what? Hold on. These things are fucking... I see what's going on here. Some Bush League DM forgot to unlink the tokens. As you're hitting one and you're taking down all of them, where's the? I mean, like you're good, but
this browser is just not good.
Okay.
Today, I don't know what is going on.
All right.
Let's see.
Robert, can you hear us?
I can. Can you still hear me?
We can still hear you. So can you click on?
I'm working on it.
Are you able to click on your token?
I'm getting to it.
Okay, so just if I might ask you, not the running commentary as you're trying to work it out, just because it's talking over what the rest of us. So once you got it working, that's great. Let us know, or hopefully we'll see you in chat. But yeah, okay. So the one behind you, Wurzium, it's going to try and sink its teeth in as well. I need an 11 to hit you. 6 is not going to do it. It's coming in. You kind of batter it aside. Then it tries to hit you with a wing. 20.
And I'm AC 20 now, remember.
Oh, no, the 20 does hit then. So you're hit from behind. Whoa. That is 8 points, but that's only bludgeoning damage, so 8 points of damage. There you go. Dr. Gravek is in the game. And his final one tries to knock your feet out from you. That is not going to hit either. So Wurzium, back to you again.
Draw my other sword.
It's out.
And attack the wounded one.
Okay, so this time you, with 2 weapons out, now it's only 1 action to do your takedown attack. So go ahead and make your first attack, and you'll have minus... Holy smokes! That is almost a crit. Holy Dinah. And actually, fuck, almost a crit. That is enough. What does it look like as you hack this thing down?
They are. Tell me again. They're kind of a. How do they look?
So
What do they look
imagine like a werebat kind of thing with like a vaguely humanoid, spindly figure, but there's no fur. It's all sinew and tissue because it's the viscera from inside the thing that the head carried over that is mutating and growing out to form this thing. I know the shaking head. Like, Madison, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, I think I pop it open like one of those, like the insect that's got that almost stuffing inside it, and you open up the carapace, and it it pops Yeah.
Okay, so that is 1. You have a second attack. Now, you won't get the hunted bonus, but you could make your second attack on that other one if you'd like.
Yes, that'd be good.
I'll sort of split the difference. You don't get the benefit of the bonus, but you do get to make that second attack, and then you'll still have 1 more action.
Okay.
So backswing with the longsword. You want to hero point that?
Yes.
And Robert, we gave you the benefit of the hero point in your absence too, so you are stocked up with them now.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. So there we go.
No.
Come on. No! All right. Dr. Gravek, so you've seen all this go on.
I have one more action, did you say, Kevin?
Oh, you do have one more action. Sorry, yes. What are you doing?
I will attack. I will...
So, Bastard Sword number 3. Here we go. So you spin around. Come on, nat 20.
No.
You want to hero point that?
No.
Okay. Dr. Gravek, 3 actions.
Is there flanking in this game?
There is. It imposes the flat-footed status on them. It reduces their armor class by 2.
Okay. Do I have to be directly opposite? So I would have
Yeah,
to
you got to be kitty corner. So if you want to go there as a stride action.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you go in. What do you want to do? Is it battle axe time?
Power attack.
Oh, yeah, power attack.
Yep.
Go ahead. Make your attack. So battle axe number 1.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hold on. Yep.
And we'll use your
Almost
crit
there.
damage for how much damage this does.
Okay. 1 sec. Battle axe number
Here we go.
1. Submit. Oh, do I get it? Oh, yeah.
And no
Doesn't
modifier
give me
on all
bonus.
this. Oh,
Yep.
solid hit. So actually, let's do this. We'll double the damage for your base one because the crit is less. So that's 24 damage with your power attack. Look at this, Doctor. This is you applying your surgical arts. Schwack!
Whoa.
Nice.
All right. Selena, what are you doing?
I will just move, make a full move. So 1, 2,
So remember, each stride is for,
4,
what is her movement? Is it 25?
30.
30. So you can move 6 squares with stride.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. 2 more actions.
I will. And the stride is what?
1 action, you move
2.
your full movement.
1 action. Okay.
So you can move another 6 squares for a stride, and if you wanted to attack this thing, leap in and try and get it, you could still do that.
Sorry, let me. If you just bear with me 1 second, let me
Sure.
look at my feet. Now, my twin feint, does that require 2 attacks?
Once you
or
click
is
on
that
it, click on the
I was just trying to.
2 actions.
It takes. Oh yes, it's a 2 action.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I won't do that, obviously. I'll just wait here. I'll
Okay. You,
keep my. Okay.
you have 2 more actions. Do you want to ready an action, like ready an attack as a reaction?
Yes, I'll just ready it in case it comes near
Okay.
me.
All right. So then it is battle clock. This thing's been enjoying chewing on Wurzium. I think it's going to try and do the same. So Wurzium, you got an AC 20. I need a 9. No, I need a 10 to hit you. 12 is enough. Sinks its fangs in, but I rolled terrible damage. You take 5 points of damage. It's still not enough to trigger the saves. And then it's going to batter you with its wing. Nat 20. Whack. So that is double damage on that. So let's roll these. I rolled terrible damage. 11 more damage on Werzium. And then that final battering, that is a miss. So Werzium, you took, I can't remember how much in total. That's it for it. I've only got one of these scavellings left. Werzium, you're up next. What are you doing?
I'm attacking.
Okay. Do you want to mark this thing first?
Yes.
Okay.
Good call.
So this is your hunted prey. Go ahead and give us your first attack.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Look at this.
Nice.
And then longsword number 2, +2 to hit on this one.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what does it look like as you spin and take the second one down?
I think I cut off both wings on this one, and it flops around, bleeding out.
Yeah. All right. So Werzium staggers back. Werzium, Dr. Gravek, is looking a little banged up.
Yep, I see that. He will
I think I have
go
a seat on that. I have a seat on that. That,
Yeah, you lean against it.
Yep.
So a couple of
Selena,
options we've got
keep an
here.
eye out, would you? And
Dr.
I, sit
Gravek,
down
you
on
have
the-
those elixirs of life, which work just like healing potions in other games. Those are alchemical in origin. You also have access to battle medicine, which you could do, but you can only use it once per day. You also have access to first aid, and you can choose the difficulty class you roll against to determine how much he gets back.
Right. So, quick question.
Yep.
Do we hear any other sounds? Do we think there's anything else around?
When the
at
last one
moment?
falls, you hear a much deeper and throatier screech from off in this direction. It seems that the scaveling brood mother may be aware that its evolved spawn are no more.
And did Werzium say, when he was learning about this, are the brood mothers mobile?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
They're just very big and very conspicuous.
Okay. So he's going to start with battle medicine.
Okay.
And that's a feat, correct?
Yeah, click on battle medicine. I think it just...
Oh, okay.
The advantage of battle medicine, it's a non-magical way of administering healing in combat. The downside is that until you, it's only once a day you can use that. So if you think that you're facing the brood mother, it might be prudent to save that for later, but you're...
Oh, okay. Okay, so it would still be a 10-minute...
No, battle medicine is only one action. It's one
it
action.
happens during combat.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the advantage of it, is that you can use it.
Okay.
And then...
The potions would be very
Yes, the
usable now.
potions. Yep, the potions. Okay.
I think Werzium's got an elixir of life on him as well.
I do.
Yeah. I will give him an extra if he needs it.
So you can click on, if you want to display it, go to your equipment, or inventory, I think it's called. Dr. Gravek, you can click on the elixir of life to see.
Yep, there it is.
So there you go.
3d6 plus 6. Gravek, Werzium wants to use his first, and then I will give him mine if he needs it.
Okay, so Werzium, why don't you, if you're using yours, roll a 3d6 plus 6, please. Let's see how many hit points you get back from your elixir.
Okay.
What does it mean by and the bonus is 1?
That the bonus, because it refers to you also gain an item bonus to saving throws against diseases and poison. That bonus is +1 for this, because there are different versions of it. This is a lesser one. There's also minor, major, you know. So 13 hit points back.
Yeah, I'll give him the second one. I'll give him the second one.
All right.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll it once again, 3d6 plus another 14 back.
All right. It's a good dose. Yep.
You could also take 10 minutes to apply first aid if you like.
Yeah, he's going to try that. He's going to keep a close eye on the, or close ear on the creature. It doesn't seem to be getting closer, so
So
Selena,
the first aid
stand
roll,
guard, if you would.
it would be a DC. It's a DC 15 if you want to restore 2d8. It's a DC 20 if you want to restore 2d8 plus 15.
Okay.
He's only down by 7 right now.
Yeah, so he's just going to do the regular one.
Okay, so go ahead and medicine check at DC 15.
Okay, well, I got it. All right.
Yes. You're picking them out of all the bits of this gristly. We're back. Critical success. Roll 4d8 to restore. Ooh. Beautiful.
Oh.
Remember, rolling 10 over the target number is also a critical in PF2.
Yep. I mean, I like The Witcher's medical system, but this has a lot of the same effect with very little overhead.
Yeah.
Yep.
PF2 is a very light on its feet system,
yep.
Definitely.
Yes. Yep.
So go ahead and roll 4d8, Dr. Gravek.
Oh, I'm rolling it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You are the physician, so...
That's right.
And there you go, Dr. Werzium.
Dr. Werzium.
Good, Dr. Werzium. Couple potions and that. Now, Dr. Gravek, I believe you've got 1 elixir of life left on you. You could you could provide that to someone else so they could take it, or you can keep it with yourself.
He's going to give it to Werzium. He's going to give it to Werzium just because he seems to be taking the most damage.
So Werzium, your lesser elixir of life has been replaced.
Okay.
All right. So next stop appears to be the Scaveling's Broodmother's lair. So I'm going to hit reconnect, see if we can get Robert back on camera again. I think we have had luck with that in the past. And no luck this time. All right, so now Wood. Selena, would you give us this is a flat DC. What a flat DC is, Robert, is just you roll 1d20 and that's it. It's target number, no modifiers. So flat DC, a DC of 10. Let's see if your torch went out. So Selena, your torch unfortunately did go out. But you could light a second one, I suppose.
Guess I'll go, rekindle thing.
Okay, so let me get rid of that. I
Just
really
checking,
like.
did we get any luck points back? I'm just thinking ahead.
Any hero points back?
Oh, hero points, yeah.
You still have another 12 minutes for your next one. We'll be back. You're rooting around in the body.
For another 12
I swear
minutes.
there's some hero points in here somewhere. Come on, where? All right. So then, are you guys carrying on? And because of the 10 minutes, Werzium, your shield will be usable again.
Okay.
Okay. So then, guys, let me grab your tokens. Any extra preparations you wish to do before you head on to the Broodmother's lair? I'm not suggesting there necessarily is any, but...
Yeah, just making sure I have my shield and my battle axe ready.
Okay.
Selena will just be thinking how she stays behind her elders and betters.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, let me bring you over to ye old Broodmother's lair. So here we go, guys. This is where I'll shift ping you so you can see where you are. You've been traveling along about another maybe 20 minutes through the sewer. The deep throaty bellows have been getting louder as you've been going down. And as you get close to here too, you can hear the sound of a lot of flowing and moving water. So it sounds like you're coming up to a much bigger chamber. The way it's echoing out up ahead seems to be, a much bigger chamber. So, what do you guys wish to do? You can move yourselves freely along here. You have light. I will tell you if anything changes.
Selena, you want to take a look?
Okay, so what you see up there, Selena, looks like there is another gate. And that leads into deeper. This is where the louder sound is coming from, the bigger, larger chamber.
Oh, excellent. Through barrier as well.
Yeah, I'll be going down into the water. It does seem that on the other side of that bridge there, it does carry on in that direction as well.
Well, let me just...
Because this walkway here, so there are stairs that lead up, but there is a door that is locked and barred. And then there looks like there is some of it's crumbling down over here. Oh, what's that? Looks like this platform continues over here.
Yep. And the noise is coming from...
The loudest noise is coming from
left,
this
yep.
direction, yeah.
So I'll wave... well... I'll hiss at them. Hopefully they pay attention.
Warzim takes one action to roll his eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and carry forward. Okay, so that's dropping down. Remember, this is where the water actually is.
This looks like it's all wet down there.
Yeah.
Oh, icky.
He looking at you, Selena.
I'll just point down here.
All right.
Maybe it doesn't go all the way through the water. We can pick it back up.
Yeah, there is a little, like the water doesn't fill up the entire way here, so you could either squeeze through or push up or break the things here. I'll ask for an athletics check against DC 10 just to leap across there, but...
Yeah, I'll try and get across there. So that's
Okay.
athletics, you say?
Yep.
Let's come along.
Just barely, but barely counts. And then you can give us an acrobatics at DC 18 to try and squeeze through if you'd like.
Ugh. I've been eating too many pies.
You could hero point that if you'd like.
I think just before a fight with a huge, disgusting, disease-infected creature, I think not.
Okay. Your call. Your call. I will not judge your priorities. What about Wurzim and Gravek?
Well,
I'm going to spend a moment amused as Selena struggles between these two bars, can't get through.
Not so easy now, is it?
Yeah. Wait for her to notice me watching, and as soon as she notices me watching, I will look to jump across the.
Sure. Give us athletics check
Yeah.
DC 10.
I will do the
There we go.
second.
Easy.
So if I can tandem, let's see if...
Nat 20.
Oh.
So, Dr. Gravik,
There's a
you know what I'll allow
backflip.
you to do? You leap forward and you sort of stumble past Selena, and one of the bars is actually a lot looser than you thought. You hit it. You've now opened a way through
Nice.
into the main chamber.
Cool.
Nice.
try to figure out how that looked. Actually, that was probably him just stumbling around and hitting it with his head in real life.
Yeah. One consistency across game systems, Gravek always uses his head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, what you can see up ahead, Gravek, you're the first one to sort of spy this. I'm not sure how far zoomed out you are, but there is light diffusing down from above that is lighting this huge, slowly swirling vortex of water that is leading down probably to some drain, perhaps draining out into the sea or elsewhere in the water. This is the classic, like, we need to light this scene, but it's underground thing in a film where there's, like, bluish light coming down from some fucking place underground.
Yep. This-
And you hear as well, none of you need to make perception checks for this, that deep, throaty screech once again. Wow! That echoes through this cavern. And...
Was there a crocodile god also in this area?
I do love these maps. So, what do you guys wish to do? Are you approaching to try and sneak? Are you trying to just keep your ears open as you're
I give
listening?
Selena a
I'll-
nudge.
I'll sneak forward again.
Okay. All right. So you can see, boy, this is a big chamber. And let me see if I can... what swoops around overhead? Let me see if I can show you the illustration of this. I think I can. That bestiary compendium ad was definitely worth the money. So this is what you see swirling around. And this is the size of that thing.
Okay.
It swoops overhead. And why don't we... Oh, Selena, give us a stealth check, please.
Yeah.
I think there is a chance here that you may, because it may be sensing through different senses. The torch may actually do nothing. That's pretty fucking good. Okay. Where's
I
my...
want to take a look at this here. Don't worry, I'm not using it right now.
Not a bad plan. Yeah, actually, that would be fortitude save for 24 hours plus 2. Not a bad thing to apply if you are facing...
Yeah. You should have done this beforehand.
Okay, so you're down in the hatch. Would you have passed out any to anyone else? I think you got one more.
Oh yes. I would have again. Not that he doesn't like Selena, but Werzium is likely to take the hits for, so he would have given that to
okay.
Werzium.
So Werzium, you're actually going to have a +4 to your saves against disease.
Okay.
Okay. So then, Selena, it doesn't seem to have seen you. It's like lazily drifting around overhead. And then
I will try my usual sneak attacks with my
okay, let me just show you
knife.
what else is up here too. There's also like children drifting around, or maybe like fireflies drifting around. There are 6 of those severed heads flitting around their broodmother as well. She's about 20 feet up right now, and they're all about the same, like buzzing mayflies. Does that affect your decision whatsoever?
I'll go with the small one nearest me first.
Sure. Okay,
Let's just try and get some of the...
It is flat-footed.
Take some of the schmucks out.
Okay. And there's the stats
attack
for
the
it.
enemy. It's not us. You call us schmucks all the time.
Go ahead and roll sneak attack damage. I'm assuming it's the closest one you're going for?
Yep.
Okay.
That would be...
So you have lodged something into it and well and truly gotten its attention. You have one more action. What would you like to do?
I'm going to try hitting it again. Let's just take one of the buggers down.
Your offhand throwing knife. Come on. Here we go. Attack number 2. Yes, solid hit.
Nice.
And that is enough to kill that thing outright. All right. Then, as it goes down, the scaveling broodmother screeches out in fury, and...
Can I move or?
I think you've used all your actions because you moved in there and then you did these 2 attacks right away.
Okay.
I think we'll drop into initiative now. When I do this, so we may let me add everyone's. Actually, click on your token. I'll let you guys use your choice, dealer's choice, stealth or perception for Werzium and Gravek, whichever you feel is better. Selena, I think yours is probably still stealth.
Okay, that's good.
There we go.
Come on, let's do a decent roll for once.
That is
Perception.
okay.
Yeah, I think we will definitely be doing perception. Come on.
You go with. Oh no, Werzium, you want to hero point that?
No.
Okay. Hold on to those like precious jewels.
So I'm hitting the button. Nothing's happening.
Did it prompt for a modifier?
Oh, yes, it did. Okay.
Okay.
Yep, got it. I'll go do
14.
some
All
time.
right. So, guys, so I roll a nat 20 for the frickin' severed heads. All right. So then, first up is Letette Ariel, I guess. So this thing is going to first think it's going to seek to see if it can spot where Selena is. Selena, let's see here. That is a 16. Does not quite find you yet. It will then move overhead. Seek again. Nope. Okay, another one will seek. There we go. Screeches and finds you, Selena. It spends another action to point out to everyone else where you are, and then 1, 2. It's flying down towards you. These now know where you are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I got one attack on you, Selena. Your AC is at what? 18?
20.
20.
And then, let's see
Oh,
if
and you
I
got
need
your
to use
reaction
my
too.
extra.
Okay.
Yep.
So I rolled nope, and that misses. So it comes in, and you sort of batter it aside. The other one screeches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to spend all my actions to get in on you, and ditto for this one. All right, then it is Selena's turn. You have 3 of these things that are in contact with you.
Right, so I will. Well, I'll start with. Well, I can just draw an attack, fortunately.
Oh, do you do your quick draw?
Quick draw.
Yes.
So I am going to do that. Then I'm going to use. So that's an incidental, as it were, or the right term. And then.
I think it's part of one. It's one action to both interact and then attack. That's how quick draw works. Yeah, so you go ahead and make your attack roll, number 1.
So I'm going to do a twin feint.
No. You can make an attack with twin feint is a separate thing, but you could do both.
Oh, okay.
You could quick draw and then attack as for your first action, and then twin feint and make 2 more attacks. So your first attack is just attack number 1. You're going to get 3 attacks out of this turn, but your third attack will be the target will be flat-footed.
Yep. Okay.
Like if you click on your quick draw, you can see that's a separate act. That's one action, and then your twin feint is a discrete separate action.
Yep.
Okay.
I was just trying to think. Okay, is it better just to draw? Okay, I'll just give it a go.
Okay. So go ahead and make your first attack. I'll let you quick draw both of your daggers with 1. So that'll be both will be out.
Whoops. Come on, you.
That is going to be a miss. You want to hero point that? Everyone gets a hero point, by the way. Gravek, you're unfortunately at the max of 3 already.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I will just come on. All that.
There you go. That is great. Okay, so that is your first attack. You have 2 more. So your second attack is attack number 2, and then the third one will be +2 to hit because they're flat-footed. So go ahead, attack number 2. Come on.
Can I reach this other guy that's just to the left of him?
Yeah. You want to attack him first?
Yep. So let's. Well, I suppose let me try and. If yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll attack the second one, and that's number 2.
Okay. That is it's off by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Oh well. So
Okay.
no.
Third attack, or do you want to hero point that?
No, I better keep 1 then.
Okay. Okay. So you're desperately. Do you want to hero point that one?
No.
Okay. So you're desperately. Your daggers are out, and your flurry of blades. You unfortunately only managed to connect with 1. Then it is the old scaveling. So this thing's going to have to seek to find you as well. Or actually, it's been pointed out. So. So it is going to fly over in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, it can move 6, so I'll put it right there. And then it unleashes, let's see here. Oh, you guys are lucky. It unleashes a bone-chilling screech. So I need a DC 22 will save from you, Selena.
Whoa,
Nice! Amazing! So success. So you are frightened 1. What that means is, I think you get -1. There is actually the character sheet is quite good, and it's got all the different conditions on it.
Yep. So I've done that.
Yep. And then at the end of your turn, this will go down by 1. So this is really speaks to just how tough Selena is as a street urchin. This thing would leave hardened warriors wetting their pants, and she's barely phased by it.
Yeah.
Gravek, you're up next. Dr. Gravek, forgive me.
Yep.
You didn't go to Dwarvish Medical School for 6 years to be called Mister.
Yeah. Yes. All right. He first move up here.
Okay, so it's a stride to get up 4.
Yep. And I'm assuming there's nothing like he tells Selena. He says, "Get behind me."
Okay.
And then when she gets a chance, and he takes a swing at the one that's. He could get in front, but then only have 1 hit. He's going to take a swing at the one directly that she's already hurt.
Yeah, go ahead. So attack number 1.
Yep. Is this the? Oh, there it is. Got it. Just regular attack.
This will be the top one because that'll roll both attack and damage. Holy shit!
Oh yeah.
Critical hit. Yeah. So you
Nice.
slash this thing. You have 1 more action. What would you like to do? You could ready your shield, for instance. You could.
Yeah, he's going to ready his shield.
Okay.
He's hoping to take the hits the next round.
Awesome. So you hit it, staring up at that scaveling, and kind of hit the shield. Viking challenge style. Wurzium, you got 3 actions. What are you doing?
So how much room is there in this area?
In this area, so you can basically move you can move through allies' squares, and remember, like, attacks of opportunity are the rarity in this; they're not common. So you could move through them and anywhere along here. If you're in here, you're okay too. Just you're going to have to buy a new pair of boots afterwards.
Would I be able to be in the same square as Selena?
Cannot, no.
Okay.
But yeah, I think with your speed, you could easily reach here if you wanted.
With 2 actions,
you
yeah.
can't. It's 35 shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could be there, I guess. Again, boots ruined,
Yeah.
but
And that would be 2 actions, right?
that'd be
2
1
actions.
because your stride your move is a 30, isn't it? Or is it 25?
Oh, it's 30, yeah. It's 30.
Remember,
It's
you
30.
can charge boots on the expenses.
Yeah, each stride is you can move the same amount, so you can move 6 squares every stride.
All right. That sounds good. Hang on a second.
I shout out boots expenses. Charge it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Drops it on the desk of that noble. Do I need to fill an expense form or?
It's 1, 2,
Okay. There you go. Okay. And you have 2 more actions. Oh, he's just working on sound. Okay. 2 more actions.
Am I back?
You are back.
Oh, good.
Okay. 2 more actions. What do you want to do? And we're assuming your soul is around as well. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Or you and now you could also hunt prey on something like a
Shield question.
giant
Let's see whether I want to.
slathering bat.
Yes. Yeah, I think I better put the shield up.
Okay. Swoom. And you have 1 more action.
I will attack.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Okay. All right.
Go. Come on. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So that's a crit on it. So another one of these things. Bifurcated. Then it is severed head time. Flittering down and flittering down. So I got, let's see here. First, one has got his first attack on Wurzium. 16 ain't going to do it. And then the second attack is a +2. Nope, not going to do it. Selena, I got 2 on you. 6 is, or 8 is not going to do it. Second attack is a 17, not going to do it. Final, nope. And then the last one, I only have 2 attacks with that. Ooh, 23.
Oh, that does hit.
And that's not, you can't dodge out of that one, right?
Nope.
Okay.
My 2 out. That's 22.
All right, so you take from this one, schwunk. Only 2 points of damage, so no fort save.
Lucky.
And a follow-up bite. Follow-up bite's a 20. So you could dodge out of the way of this one.
I will.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
So now this one gets in, chomps you, and then the other one is about to get on your angle. You kind of deke to the side, getting ready to get behind Dr. Gravek. Then it is Selena's turn. What are you doing?
I will.
3 actions.
The one that nearly got me, I will try and I'll do my double attack on it.
Your twin feint. You got it.
My twin feint.
Go ahead and make your attack number 1.
Let me. Come on, let's do some good stuff here.
Yes. So that is 4 points of damage from that first strike. Attack number 2, and this will be +2 to hit. Does that include the +2?
Yeah.
Hero point then?
I've got 2 hero points, right? I think.
Yeah. So you didn't spend the other one.
Okay, I'll use 1 on there.
Okay.
Let's just try and. Come on. 2 again.
+2. Come on. Let's see it. There you go. You don't need to roll your sneak attack damage. That's enough to take it down. You still have 1 more action.
I will, because Selena is a great believer of.
Listening to your elders.
Yeah. What's it?
I don't think that's up.
Okay, so you deke behind Dr. Gravek. All right, then the scaveling. Let's see here. It has tried that screech without fail. So it is going to. So I need a 1 move. The number on there, guys, is how many squares up it is. But I don't need that anymore because it's slamming down right there among all of you. And let's see here. I'll roll 1d3. Werzium is 1, Gravek is 2, Selena is 3. Werzium, you get the honor. All right, so this thing is going to try and sink its fangs in you. So I have big plus to hit here. I rolled a 32. Is that 10 more than your defenses?
It is.
It is. So that's a critical hit with his first one. Let me first roll damage. Holy smokes. You may want to get the shield in the way of this anyway, just to reduce damage. 35 damage. You want to interpose that shield?
Yep.
Okay, so you take 30 points of damage from this. And I need a fortitude save from you, please. DC 22, but you have +4 to it between Dr. Gravek's mutagens and... yes, just on the nose. Nice. Beautiful. All right, so you're not infected by anything. Its second battering claw will go to Gravek. Dr. Gravek, here we go. So this is a +11 I get to this. 19 I don't think hits you.
Nope.
Your shield holds up. That is it for the scaveling. Gravek, you're up next. What are you doing?
Power attack.
Okay.
On the big mama.
Okay, you got it. Go ahead and make your attack with your battle axe. Oh, yeah. Solid hit. All right, so that is 16 points of damage to it.
Yeah.
There you go. You still have 1 more action.
He'll swing again, so that's attack number 2.
If I might make a suggestion, battle medicine is a 1 action. As is raising your shield.
One more. Yeah, he will do. Yeah, he's going to do battle medicine on Werzium.
Okay. So are you rolling against a DC 15 or a DC 20?
DC 20. I've got 3 hero points.
Here we go.
So it seems like a good
Give
time
us a
for
medicine
it.
check here. Come on.
Nope.
Hero point that?
Yep.
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to be hero pointing it up to 3 times. So
You only hero point once. You only reroll once. But here we go.
Okay.
Come on. Oh, no! All right, but he didn't benefit from it yet. Okay. Then it is Wurzium's turn. You do have, I guess, that other... It's an interact action to consume a potion if you wish to gulp that last elixir of life, but you can also beat the shit out of stuff. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I will drink the elixir of life.
Okay. So 3d6 plus 6 back. $16 back. Pretty good.
Okay.
Okay. So you quaff that. 2 more actions. What are you doing?
I will I will attack it.
If you hunt prey on it, that's one action, and then your your takedown strike is 1 action. So you could do your last 2 actions, one to hunt it as your prey, and you've got that monster hunter feat, so you could roll a recall knowledge and grant all your allies +1 to hit.
Oh. Okay. All right.
You try that?
So the combination, huh?
Yeah. As part of your action to hunt prey, you can attempt to recall knowledge to roll your Witcher lore. The difficulty for this would be whatever a 5 is, because it is a tough critter, but so DC 20 for your Witcher lore. This is part of your hunt prey. You do get No, you get no modifiers to this. So if you just give us a Witcher lore check as part of this, on a success, yeah, you notice defenses and weaknesses. So go ahead and give us a Witcher lore check. No modifier. It's here. Ugh. So there's no penalty for failure. Do you want to hero point that, or do you want to save that for your attacks?
I'll save it.
Okay. Then it is... Go ahead and make your first attack.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, you want to hero point that?
Gold.
That's your best chance to hit with the attacks you've got.
Yeah, okay. I guess so. All right.
Come on.
No.
Oh, roll 20. All right, you got your longsword attack number 2, but you get +2 with this one because of your hunt prey. Well, let me mark the thing as your prey as well.
Oof, that's better.
That is better. That is unfortunately not enough, though. All right, so Wurzium, you have 1 hero point. Do you want to re-roll that, or you want to see what happens? Okay. Then severed heads are next, or the stage 1 spawns. We got the one behind you, Wurzium. That is a 19. He's not going to hit. That is a 15. Nope, none of those hit. This other one is going to swoop in on Dr. Gravek. Dr. Gravek, you got a 22 right now because your shield's not up. 20. That is a miss.
21.
21, forgive me. Miss. Actually, I only got 2 because I moved. That's it for the head. Selena, you're up next. What are you doing?
I will try and move here.
To help Wurzium with flat kick. So Wurzium, this is flat-footed now. 2 more actions.
And I'll use my double strike.
Sounds good. Go ahead with your first attack.
Oh, and my frightened should be gone now.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
Wait, no. This is your first round of being frightened, isn't it? No, it isn't. You're right. Your fright should be gone.
Now that's probably what was missing me last time. Let's go.
Okay.
Come on.
Go. Come on. We go. Yeah, it's a hit.
Nice.
It's flat-footed, so go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage. Come on. Where's that 6 now?
Come on.
There you go.
Yes, that's more like it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. You have 1 more attack.
And my second attack goes in.
There you go. Come on. That's a hit as well. Go ahead and roll sneak attack. Nice. So, as is the case, Wurzium, your sidekick is applying those daggers with a plum, trying to open up the attacks for you. Then it is the Scaveling's turn. Let's see who it's going to bite this time. Wurzium, it loves the taste of your mutant flesh. What can I say? So it comes down at you. You have a AC of 20. So I hit, but not critted. I only rolled a fucking 6, a 21. So then it is... here we go. I'll roll damage in chat. There we go. You're taking 11 points of damage from that. That is enough to trigger a DC 22. You have +4 to your fortitude save.
Okay.
You want to hero point that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So +4 to your save. Yes. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. Then it's Wing is going against Wurzium. This is a +11. 13 will not do it. And then its final wing is going to go against... Wurzium, did you do something to piss off this... Did you hit this thing's kid with your cart on the... Let's see here. That is a 16. So this Wurzium, in spite of that first one going in, as those wings come down, you got yourself in so close to its body, it's not able to connect with these battering limbs. Dr. Gravek, you're up next. What are you doing?
He's going to do...
I will tell you, you can use battle medicine on Wurzium again if you wish. They can only receive battle medicine once, but you haven't succeeded on it yet.
Okay, he'll do that.
Okay. DC 15 or DC 20?
I think he wants to actually heal him. So he's going to go with the 15 right now.
That's when you roll a 23.
Yeah.
So give us a medicine check.
I thought I did. Here, come on. It's not. Oh, right, because of the pop-up. Okay,
of course. However, that is a crit. So you roll 4d8.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Oh, God. So 13 back Wurzium. That is one action. Okay. You have 2 more actions, Dr. Gravek.
He's going to attack the mother twice.
Okay. So first
no
attack.
Power attacks this time. I've been looking at that one. It's probably actually better just to try to hit it twice.
You know where the power attack is useful is if it's got resistances. Resistances that function just like DR in other versions. So go ahead and make your first attack.
Yep.
Come on.
There's number 1. No.
Oh, it's so close. You want to hero point that?
Sure.
Okay. You only rolled an 8 on that, so here we go.
Come on. Come on. Oh.
Yeah. Critical. All right, so that is 14 on that first hit. Go ahead and roll your second.
It goes in with number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nat 20 again! Holy shit! 2 massive strikes from Dr. Gravek.
Hey, this is his fever dream, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Wurzium, you have been set up here. You have it flat-footed now, and it is very worn down. What do you do? And it's already marked as your prey.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we pulling a Dumare? 4 attacks this round?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Go ahead with your first attack. You want to hero point that? Oh, you have no hero points left.
Don't have any number.
Okay.
I do have another.
So then your longsword at +2.
Okay.
Oh!
Bastard sword number 3 at +2. Come on, where's that nat 20? And Bastard sword number 3 at +2.
Come on.
Oh, God dang. Just a torrent of strikes, and this thing is desperately trying to remain alive. We got a severed head on
Somewhere in another dimension, Miss Dumaris.
Yeah.
All right. And to add insult to injury, one of those heads from behind you just chomps you for 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Misses with the second attack, misses with the third attack. Dr. Gravek hits with one. Dr. Gravek, you take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And then misses with those others. Then it is Selena. What are you doing?
2 daggers, please.
Okay, you got it. So let's hear dagger number 1. See if she can pull
So
it in
is
there.
it flat-footed?
It is, yeah, it's hot-footed. I'll just modify its AC.
Okay.
So you don't need to add a modifier in. You hear her point that?
No, I better not.
Okay.
Try with number 2.
Go. Yes. Go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage. Come on, 6. 4 is bad. Okay, so that was 2 actions. You have 1 more action. You want to attack a third time?
Yeah, let's see if we can get lucky.
Go right ahead.
Oh, no.
That is not going to cut it. All right. Do you want to hero point that?
No.
Okay, then it is Scavening O'Clock. It's going to fight right to the end because we're almost at the end of the session. Let's see who it's going to hit. It is... Does this dice have anything other than 1s on it? Jeez. All right, so Warzium. That's a 32 again, so that's another crit.
Oh, he's going to go down.
Here we go. That is 28 damage this time.
Close. Come on.
Then it's Battering Wing is Dr. Gravek. That is a 17, so that's not going to hit. And then it's final Battering Wing. Back at Warzium.
Oh, no.
But there's no way that hits. That's an 11. Gravek, Dr. Gravek, what are you doing?
3.
I flickered out there. Kevin, did you say something for me to do?
You took 28 points of damage. Sorry. Although I would save that play for future. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch you.
8 points of damage, you say? Right, gotcha.
Breaking up. You're breaking up.
Exactly. I can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I've got nothing else I can help him with, so we're just going to go with the battle axe. That'll
Here we
help
go.
if I can kill it.
Okay, come
Number
on.
1.
That is just... Oh, look at this. It's got a sliver of health left. This thing is on last legs. You'll make a second attack?
2. Yeah, oh yeah.
Here we go. Come on. Critical hit! Dr. Gravek, what does it look like? This is your story. What does it look like as you took this thing down?
He sees in his mind's eye. He probably doesn't say this when he's repeating the story, but he thinks like Warzium's looking a little bit like, oh god, I'm gonna die. And then he comes in and boom,
Sure, and takes this thing down.
and takes the head off.
Incredible. So for your edification, Robert, this was a fight against a boss that is 2 levels above the adversaries, plus some minions that are 3 levels less. So it gives that way. Individual fights are, because of the action economy, are rarely work well in these kinds of games. So using a one boss fight with some other things to make things interesting is a good way to balance it out and give other characters other things to hit. So as that thing falls and it collapses to the ground, we end Robert's holiday one-shot with a critical hit as feels appropriate. So
Nice.
that is the end of Dr. Gravek's war story. What's the last thing, Robert? Do you want to end on telling this this young hero about your adventures in Vanier?
Right. Let's see. After saving my companions valiantly,
Yeah.
and I dropped the battle axe forever, and went back to being a simple doctor.
Nice. And I elected to never wear helmets again because
yes.
it. I didn't want to make my colleagues look bad.
Yes.
So then, for those, I guess first off, so Robert, any questions about what happened in the session? Any?
No, I had read the rules beforehand, so a lot of it was pretty, it was a while ago, but I really like to see it all in action, so it's awesome. Thanks everybody for agreeing to switch things up a bit.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Awesome. Then, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for this, for Dr. Gravek's war story. I actually called the session that, Dr. Gravek's war story. So, as is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. We'll be back in the new year with more sessions of The Witcher, playing with The Witcher. But if you have any questions about Pathfinder 2 or The Witcher RPG, there's a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, and we have channels there dedicated to most of the games we run on the channel as well. PF2 is certainly on there, as well as a bunch of other great channels, tons of great people over there, and we have one of our stalwart members here is keeping everyone apprised as to when conventions are going on, and another is keeping everyone apprised as to what specials are on at Drive-Thru RPG and Humble Bundle throughout the day. So thank you very much to James and Sean for being such great members of the community in that sense. There's also a ton of other helpful and friendly people over there, so you are more than welcome to join us. I know there's a lot of conversation going on today about resources for smaller dungeons to pepper a setting with, so you're not having to run just mega dungeons. So lots of great people over there, and lots of knowledgeable people as well. There is also a Find a Group channel over there that often is looking for people to play, so if you're looking for folks to play with who are cool people, you can often find them over there. There is also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America, a Paradar-approved choice on the part of the owners. It voluntarily recognized a union earlier this month, so both the workers and a big congratulations once again to the workers and the owners of Noble Knight. Noble Knight not only has an amazing selection of new RPGs, board games, and card games, it also has a unequaled selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. If they don't have something in stock that you're looking for, you can often put it on a want list, and they will send you an email when it comes in stock, which I was able to rely on to fill my Conspiracy X RPG. I had not read anything about the game, but I knew it used Unisystem. I filled a number of my collections using their want list feature, and their otherwise they're a terrific selection of stock. Prices are commensurate with kind of demand, so if it's something that's very much in demand, it will command a higher price, but if it is something that is not, you can often get it for less than what the original purchase price was, or cover price. And if you purchase $10 or more through their website, enter the code MUSINGS, all in caps, and you will save yourself 10% in the purchase. You can also, if you're listening to this at a later date, they may change the discount code often, so just check one of our more recent videos, and you'll find what the current discount code is. In addition, there's also a link down below to the Heroes Save Villages campaign. That is the charity fundraising campaign we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, really amazing organization, active in over 130 countries, benefiting over 80,000 orphan and abandoned children, including ongoing relief efforts in Ukraine and the surrounding countries at the time of recording. And all donations that go through that link go directly to SOS Children's Villages International. None of it comes to the channel or any other middleman. It just goes to help out the kids who benefit from those services. And as a small way of saying thank you, for every $25 Canadian that you donate, you get one chance to win the grand prize or one of the other great prizes in our next charity raffle. Charity raffle will be, I was going to have it in December, but December is flying by, so it'll be in January when we do this. But the grand prize is something from our friends at Beetle and Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse. They have offered us a copy of their Platinum Edition Spelljammer Adventures in Space, and it is a phenomenal. The copy that you see behind here, that is my copy that I purchased, and we've already used it to run a couple of sessions of Spelljammer. We're going to be running some more sessions of Spelljammer in the new year to highlight sort of some of the cool shit that's in that. But the grand prize, it's like $700 at retail US, and they've donated a copy of it for free to use for our grand prize. If you don't win that, you still have a chance to win a bunch of other great prizes too, including chainmail dice bags made by our resident armorsmith, Dave. There's a bunch of stuff in the Dungeon Musings Red Bubble Shop, and there's a bunch of other stuff I've got in my guest room that is slowly cluttering up the area. So we got lots of great gaming prizes, and you get a chance to help out some kids who could really use some help. So it is a net win. You truly get to be heroes who help save a village. The last thing, speaking of heroes, I'll say is a huge thank you to Robert, James, and Sean for indulging in this Pathfinder instructive session. As a very task-oriented person, it really does my heart proud to be able to check off one more to-do item from the list and have run a instructional session for Robert with Pathfinder 2. So thank you very much, guys. The last thing I'll say is a huge thank you to everyone joining us at home. So, as is always the case, if you have any... Wait, I'm back into the start of the loop. Guys, help me! Last thing I will say is we will be back again in the continent in the new year. But until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes are searching for in the sewers underneath the world of The Witcher. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.